We are following breaking news we want to get to right now. CHP is in pursuit of a stolen vehicle.
KTLA's Gil Davis is in Sky 5 with all the details. What can you tell us, Gil?
Well, Karine and Pedro, you're looking at this pursuit about 50, 60 miles an hour coming southbound on the 5 freeway down from the Lake Castaic area. CHP is in pursuit of a stolen vehicle here. Now, we're hearing that one of the tires on the driver's side is either blown out or ready to go. They were trying to put a spike strip in place. It sounds like possibly that's the reason for the flat tire, but the vehicle still here, the driver refusing to pull over here at about 70 miles an hour now. It's looking like as we approach, well, let's see, we're coming up to the Magic Mountain area, and you can see there's about 3 or 4 units in pursuit of that vehicle here, but right now the speed and traffic conditions are moving pretty well here. Very light traffic ahead of this vehicle as we make our turn here to continue southbound. Now they're talking about if the vehicle was to slow down a little bit more, they might try a pit maneuver based on the fact that that tire is in bad shape on the driver's side. So we'll see if that happens. But at this point, the driver's still refusing to pull over for the CHP.
Gil, any indication if there's anyone else in the vehicle, if it's one person, if the person may be armed, anything like that?
We haven't heard any details like that. We don't know if it's just the driver or multiple passengers in there. We haven't heard any word on whether the person or persons are armed in the vehicle. But as you can see, as I come in tight here, the windows are pretty heavily tinted, so it's going to be difficult for us to see who's inside.
Gil, you've covered so many pursuits. We've watched so many unfold live. Is it easier for authorities when there is light traffic, as you mentioned, in apprehending this person, or does it complicate the task ahead?
I think it's safer for the general public if it's lighter traffic. As far as apprehending on the freeway, it's going to be based on speed. If they're able to do a pit maneuver, and it's usually below 35 miles an hour, they're able to do that safely, then they can bring it to an end. Otherwise, it's going to be spike strips. Now, the good thing about spike strips on a light traffic day is that officers can get into position. They have more flexibility, more safety to get that spike strip out ahead of the vehicle to try to puncture those tires and bring it to an end that way. So in that respect, yes, it's a lot safer for the officers that are in pursuit to implement a spike strip or even a pit maneuver.
Yeah, and since we've been following this pursuit so far, the driver hasn't gone over 70 miles per hour. It's a pretty slow pursuit, which is, again, what you want to see in terms of safety for the public. And this is a day, we're talking July 5th, when a lot of people are expected to be on the roadways today. We actually have a report later in the show we were going to read where they were expecting record numbers of drivers to be out on the roadways today, millions. So to take a look right now at Santa Clarita I-5 South near Magic Mountain Parkway, and see that the driver's going, 30 miles per hour in some cases, 50 miles per hour. It looks like coming to a stop here. Can't see really what's ahead of the driver, but looks like they're coming to a stop. Is this traffic we're seeing now, or is the driver getting off?
It is, and here comes a pit maneuver right there.
Wow.
There's the pit maneuver.
Yep.
There you go.
That's what we're talking about, going slower. They were able to spin the car out at a safer speed, but look at that.
He opened the door.
The door popped. And I think the driver realizes he's got nowhere to go at this point, he or she, and the door's coming open. Looks like is going to comply with officers here. But pit maneuver based on the traffic. It was coming into some traffic here on the 5 freeway, really close to Magic Mountain. In fact, right across from Magic Mountain is where this is coming to an end. The driver coming out and complying, that's good news. So a little bit of traffic slowed the car down enough so that they could do that pit maneuver.
Wow, it was a perfectly executed pit maneuver, especially when there was other vehicles by the car.
Absolutely, and the driver is complying. That's a good news, but these are always tense moments, Gil, because you never know what's going to happen. But let's keep our eyes on that. Right now, it seems like that person's slowly making their way toward authorities.
And no one else in the vehicle, it looks like, at least right now.
Exactly.
Yeah, don't see anybody in the passenger front seat. It's unknown in the back, but they will make their, this is a felony stop here at this point, a stolen vehicle like I mentioned, and guns are drawn. The 5 freeway shut down southbound, northbound still open, I believe, and that driver still complying. That's good news, and hopefully this will, hopefully he's the only person in the vehicle at this point.
Yeah, and hopefully it continues to be peaceful, because that's what we're seeing right now. You can see the front tire there, Gil, as you were mentioning, possibly flat. It looks flat. It looks like it's running on its rim right there, Gil.
Oh yeah, let me punch in a little tighter, and yes, it's that tire was coming apart, if not completely gone already. But the driver there backing up towards officers, that's what they want him to do. Looks like he's barefoot and having a problem walking there, but they will make their approach to him once he gets back to them. They'll have him go down to his knees and then take him into custody, and then they'll move into the car and clear it.
And this is a very short pursuit. When we dipped in, I'm not sure how much earlier it started, but it came from Lake Castaic area. But, you know, the good news is that he didn't get far. He's now complying with all of those orders there on the ground, and it'll be interesting to see how this all ends.
And very different from other pursuits we see where drivers are going, 100 miles per hour, 90, switching lanes. This driver pretty much stayed in the same lane, was going less than 70 miles per hour, and you wonder if it's because of that front right tire that was blown out somehow. So we're happy to see that it looks at this point that's going to be a peaceful arrest. Gil, at this point, what's traffic looking like behind? I would imagine anyone who's going to be in this region is going to want to give it some time before they're getting on the 5 South.
Well, so far right now, the backup is maybe a quarter mile. I'll come out to a wide shot real quick and show you this backup here. It is southbound 5 and shut down for about a quarter mile before or just past the 126 freeway, but it is starting to build, and they should be clearing it here as soon as they get this vehicle out of the way and the suspect in custody.
Yeah, they're going to want to clear that up very quick. Of course, we know everyone, again, returning from the 4th of July travel, they're going to want to, make sure that this thing gets cleared up pretty quickly.
And earlier, you mentioned that they tried using a spike strip. Do you think that's what slowed this suspect down, or was it just, the second pit maneuver that had him coming to a screeching halt?
Karine and Pedro, I believe it was a spike strip that slowed him down. In fact, when we were heading to the pursuit, we could hear that the speeds were up at higher rates of speed, 70 miles an hour, coming down through Castaic. In fact, we heard about it on the northern crossover area of the 5 freeway, and the driver was trying to hide behind big rigs to avoid the spike strip, but it sounds like they got him. They got that front tire at least, and that slowed the vehicle down enough so that they could do that pit maneuver.
And now it looks like
clear the car now.
Yeah, they're looking to clear the car, make sure no one else is inside of the vehicle, nothing in there. Then after they do that, they'll be able to apprehend this person here. They even have a canine there at the bottom of the screen just in case they need to be deployed.
Yeah. How long do you think this will take? I mean, they have to follow everything to a T here, even though the suspect is on the ground. You have the canine unit there standing by just in case, but this takes time. It's not like they're going to be able to reopen up this stretch anytime soon.
Well, you know what, they may be able to. It depends on how the vehicle is. If they're able to drive it, one officer will get into the vehicle and try to drive it away. If they can't drive it away, those CHP units are equipped with that push bar in the front end of it, and they'll be able to get it out of the way, at least onto the shoulder, so that they can open traffic. But yeah, that traffic is continuing to build, but we were just getting into some heavier traffic when this pursuit came to an end.
Yeah, it looks like this person possibly has
maybe
an injury, right, to their leg, but still happy that it has come to now a peaceful ending.
Absolutely.
All right.